Great day to be here. 2020. It really is an unbelievable event, and Anil and Jonathan in year 3, it's our honor and pleasure to be here, and what you've done in this period of time is not measurable. And I think that mirrors how this industry continues to move. And as we all gather here, I think it's a fabulous time to talk about the collaboration that goes on in this industry and how we've talked about before that we see First Data as a grand collaborator. When you think about how we're moving together, all of us in this industry, I think it's important to think about the true advantage that we receive here at Money 2020. And it's not only the keynotes, but it's also what happens in the breakouts and the bilateral discussions and all the partnership. But I think you're going to hear from a tremendous amount of luminaries, visionaries, people who have changed the industry, people who have built the industry. And so it's an honor to kick it off on an evening like this and be able to talk about what we've been doing and where we believe the industry is going. As you talk to each one of these individuals in your breakouts, you'll recognize that what's happened here over the past year probably eclipsed what happened over the past 10 years. And every day there's some announcement that you see that affects each and every one of us. And I feel that here at First Data, we have this unique opportunity. And I'd like to remind you about the Sands Hotel, which at one point was an incredible, unique property. And you might wonder why we're talking about the Sands and why I keep talking about First Data as waterfront property. But I'd like you to think about that the Sands was created and operated on the Strip from 1952 to 1996. And it was really founded by a gentleman out of Houston. And when he found it, he called it waterfront property. And as many of you know, when Jack Friedman founded that, it was nothing. And he turned it into something very special. But that waterfront property needed to be kept up. And today, it's the Venetian. And I would like to point to that Venetian because I'm also going to remind you, and I don't know if I'm preempting anything, but where Money 2020 will be next year is at the Venetian. And I think it's appropriate to think of First Data in the same exact way. We are waterfront property, 40 years old, and we've spent the past year and a half rebuilding it in a way that would serve each and every one of you. We are very committed to what we're doing, and we sit at the nexus of this industry. I'd like to refer to the nexus of it as our purpose. Our purpose in this industry is to serve our clients, but more than that, to be an enabler. To be an enabler to the technology community, to be an enabler to the development community, to partner and be in business. When you think about this property and you think about the processing that goes on 2,000 times a second, a client swipes their card or now in some other way may transact with us, and in that manner, we are processing. We operate in 70 countries, and we have 4,000 financial institutions, 6 million merchants. And our job, we believe, is to enable each and every one of you to be able to use our ecosystem to advance your business. We are in business to help others grow their business. And I want you to think about this property as it's yours. It's network services, it's security solutions, and I stood up here last year and talked about our information that we've built, our products that we've rolled out like Insightix, our security system like TransArmor, how we believe that e-commerce is as important as the stores, but we embrace them all. And really what you see is a collaboration of Main Street and Silicon Valley brought together by First Data. I think it's very important to recognize our purpose of being in business to help each and every one of our clients grow their business. And when you think about where we're taking this industry and the industry leadership you have seen, you cannot open a paper or, as we all do, open our tablet in the morning and look at the news and not find something in the space that we all are operating in being a headliner. And I'm proud to say that we collaborate with all, and we've partnered with all. I talked last year about taking down the walls, and that was our job, to take down the walls. And you're gonna hear from many about the things we are doing with them. I think there's great collaborations going on every day. We launched Clover on this platform last year, and we announced Clover. And what we announced with Clover was an app store. I announced that we were creating an open environment to operate in. And we did. And we came to market with it. And what's its objective? Its objective is to help merchants build their business. Its objective is to help development teams get to that 6.1 million merchants. And we've succeeded. And when we process the amount of transactions, 1.7 trillion for 6 million merchants, and we have 800 million cards, we have operations in 34 countries. That is all designed to be a platform not to say how big we are, but how open we are to do business. And how when we've taken the walls down and built this open architecture and turned ourselves into an information company, we are announcing to each and every one of you that we continue to want to do business with you. And we recognize that there are challenges, but we run a company with 24,000 equity owners. And I called it last year a 40-year-old startup. And every one of those equity owners is working for you to open our doors and collaborate. And we believe that we can equally partner with Silicon Valley, Silicon Alley, and Wall Street. And you know, when we talked today, we talked last year about a company that, in fact, had a lot of work to do. And I think the greatest vote of the work that was done was the $3.5 billion equity raise. That's not a testimony of we're done. That's a vote of confidence in the journey we're on. And that journey has allowed us to have the capital to open our doors, to pour the concrete, to allow the buildings to be erected for you to do business with us. We are the grand collaborator. And we've demonstrated it. We've demonstrated in acquisitions we've done, and we've demonstrated in the way we operate. We have the best clients in the world. We have fabulous clients, and we have to listen to our clients. We have to partner with our clients, and we need to be there for our clients. And we really believe what we're talking about with the platform we have, whether it's the Star Network, whether it's what we've just recently acquired in Gift. And I all encourage you to see my good friend Vinny Lingham tomorrow morning at 8:30 as he talks on a panel about Gift. But we think about Clover, and we think about our network, and we think about a loyalty product. Last year, I talked to you about a dream of building these. This year, they are industrial and used. But more importantly, we've continued to open up our network. We open up our walls, to give our railroad to each and every one of you. And that railroad is designed for your commerce, for your enablement, for us to be able to partner together. I come back to waterfront property. It is fair to say that we've brought a lot of talent in. I know many of you know Guy Chiarello and Christine Larson and Himanshu Patel, who help run this company. It's fair to say we've brought in a lot of talent, but this company was built for 40 years with fabulous talent and people who still help and still guide, like Ed Labrie. And I think it's important to recognize that this is a company of diversity, and that diversity is in technical background, it's in operating expertise, it's in how we operate together. But what we've done is brought the diversity of a debit network, an issuing business, and a merchant business, and brought them together to say, what more can we build? And what we went out and built was a tool for our merchants. What we went out and built was Clover, which is a tool for the whole development community. What we've went out and done is said, we believe virtual gift is a big deal. We think it's important. We think everybody should have it, and we partnered with Gift. We saw the need to partner in the chip industry, and we did it with Oberthur, and we announced that last year, and we've been the leader in EMV, and you must embrace the changes going on with tokenization and EMV and recognize that it is a chance for change. It's a chance to change the point of sale. It's the chance to change the interaction between the client and the merchant. It's the chance to change the interaction between the issuer, the client, and the merchant. And I think this property stands alone in its ability to do that for each and every one of you. And we're proud of what we have. But as I said, it was built over 40 years. And it was built with a very strong structure. I'm asked many times about the platforms. The platforms are industrial strength, as the capital is of this company today. And what's more important, the companies that we partner with are there every day, and we want to stand side by side with them. I think as you think about the innovation we've talked about, and you think about the change to the market, and you think about the need for small and medium-sized business, and still the greater need for large corporations, and how we embrace the global breadth and the ability to do a transaction in Paris or Turkey or New York should be ubiquitous. The property that enables it and allows its first data. We have embraced all of our partners, whether it's an ISO, whether it's a merchant, whether it's a financial institution, and most of all, we've recognized that the partnerships with technology companies continue to create the future. And so as we come here tonight, and I have the honor of kicking off this evening, I think it's important to think about what's next. And as many of you know, and you're all invited, I know I'm not supposed to do that, but I am, to the Juniper Room tomorrow for the unveiling of what's next for us. And I think it's important that a year later, as we've watched the cloud-based system that we built, Clover, that we embraced, that has over 40 apps that this development community has brought to it, and 60 more in the queue, it's important for us to prepare you for the next generation of that. And we'll unveil that next generation, but assume everything we do will be designed to embrace the technology community and to have you be able to embrace the opportunity on everything to deliver software. And this commitment to you will be shown tomorrow and the next day and the next day as we continue to bring out our new products. And I know you can already envision what it is we will talk about, but I do want to hold on that thought. And I want you to think about that this is the most exciting industry. It's the most exciting time. In some ways, it's the beginning of a new revolution, and it's the continuation of an old revolution, that of how commerce continues to change. And First Data was there from the beginning. And now we get the chance, in my mind, to help every cardholder, to help every issuer, to help every merchant be able to do something different. And we've continued to collaborate in that way, whether it be in the card, whether it be in the next generation, whether it be with new partners that we're very, very committed to. You can watch the things that are going to be talked about over time here. You're going to see lots of change to this industry. You can see what occurs as an MCX comes and moves forward, and I'm sure you'll hear from Deckers, right? These are all great collaborations for this industry. And this industry is designed to collaborate. And I think it's important, no matter what it is, that First Data sits there. And whether it's money network, whether it's prepaid, whether it's gift, all of them are here designed to support you in the growth of your business, in the growth of your technology advancement. Use our rails, use our platform, partner with us. We want to help you grow your business. We say that on Main Street, we say it on Wall Street. And when we've shown we can deliver in a way unheralded, we are at the pinnacle, each and every one of you. You've come to Money 2020 for the opportunity to expand your business. And I am fortunate enough to kick off Money 2020, and it is about us building together. I think what they've built here, what Anil and Jonathan has done, is support all the words we speak. We are grand collaborators. Every one of you are collaborating. And we believe we have the platform to help you with. I do encourage you to come visit, spend time with us. We are committed. We've taken down the walls. We've showed you for a year. Come on in and help us build your business with you. I thank you. The future is bright for each and every one of us. Let's grow business together. Thank you.